the Michigan Wolverines and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Runs through the tackle. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Makes the catch. It's Owens. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Chambers. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
It's complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback
makes a catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Frazier. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. On first down, Nate Frazier. Enough to move the chains. Maybe a crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Took care of it himself. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Marshall. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
With the catch, it's Marsh. Running through contact. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on.
Touchdown, Michigan. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He's got it. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh setter downs going to the air. That's caught. It's Frazier. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slip.
Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Unleashes one. Right side, it's Chambers. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Throwing, Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. They're all over it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. He'll pull it down and run. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Looking for the time with the extra point. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Underwood. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. To the air, it's Underwood. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Second and long here. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the move, he fires. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. On the move. Blasted as he lets it go. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Pulls it in. It's Buchanan. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, get the fumble.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Out wide right. It's Frazier. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Burrowing for yardage. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole and getting positive yards.
Wants to throw one first. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Stands in and takes the hit. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got out of trouble and throws. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's changing the play. Snaps on 4th down. He'll throw it for everything he's got to the end zone. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Makes a move. He's chased out of bounds, but he takes that return across the 50 to the 48. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been
open field on the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Boy, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Here's Underwood to throw. Left side, it's Marsh. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great.
Snags it, and he's open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Rolling, Underwood. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Rush right in his face. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. stadium. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Louisville Cardinals. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Hollywood on the sideline.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. From deep, it's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's going to go for a big one. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. And that's going to open up your running game later on.
He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero. But, oh, boy, it's kind of the opposite.
Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Under pressure. Out wide left, it's Humphries. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Second down, going to throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. Upstairs to make the catch. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bulldog. He got it, feet down in bounds. Did not take long. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Left side is forward. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Throwing right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. Get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the back. Out wide left, it's Brown. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Rushes on. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Brown. Defense all over him.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great catch and run for 6. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Here he comes with the return. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? And he steps to the sidelines on this return. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. And he's in. Touchdown, Georgia. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Coming out with it, it's Richardson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisville's offense has taken the field and they look ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Left side is forward. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Fresh center downs going to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Turning it on. Touchdown, Dogs. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. On the return, it's Richardson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen.
Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Louisville. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on on that drive and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There he goes. Past the 6. The 50. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks into the open. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. They're all over it. Gets rid of it.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. This time they'll throw it. Going long. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sells the run, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On third down, here's Brown. They make the stop. It'll be fourth down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Going to try to get it himself. He won't get there. The defense with a fourth down stop.
Tell you what, Coach